Anyway, here's the problem when you do comedy with your son. Everyone tells me the next day, oh, your son was so great, he's so confident, and you were okay too. Anyway, I am Frank Fiala. I'm a retired NYPD sergeant. Thank you. And I can say with confidence that when I work, every night the people of New York City slept securely, knowing that I was on the day shift. But it wasn't easy being a cop. I mean, there were days I would get spit on, cursed at, assaulted, and that was just in the locker room. But I do remember my first job as a cop, my first call. It was for people loitering. So I go over to the corner and I say, let's go folks, you gotta go. And they stand there and they look at me. I said, let's go, you gotta get off the corner. And they won't move. With that, the patrol car pulls up, salty old cop keeps marching up to me, he says, you having a problem, kid? I said, yeah, I can't get him to get off the corner. He said, because it's a bus stop. Now that I've retired, I've taken up personal training, and this is a great job. Because where else can I tell a woman to open and close her legs? Unfortunately, I train at the senior center. Have 2 children, and for those of you that have kids, this is the best way to punish your children. You don't take away the iPhone, you take away the charger. And then you watch the blood drain from their face as they're trying to conserve the battery. And on a Saturday night, you should see the look on my wife's face when I take away her batteries. My daughter, she's 10, and the other day I had to run some errands, and she said, Daddy, can I just stay home? I'll rent the video. I said, yeah, you can do that. So I come home, I said to her, what'd you rent? She said, Daddy, I rented 50 Shades of Grey. I said, but don't worry, I didn't like it. The book was so much better. My son just turned 16, and he's a good kid. Every once in a while I gotta borrow some money from him. And that's not the problem. The problem is that he hounds me to pay him back. He's like a little leg break. And I don't mind paying him back. I just think it's ridiculous the amount of points he charges. And then he's got the nerve to ask me for new clothes. And I said, Nick, when I was your age, all I got were hand-me-downs. And my sister's clothes never quite fit. And he is applying for colleges, but I don't really think he's college material. Because the other day I said to him, Nick, for your community service, why don't you go read to the orphans? He said, that's a good idea, but I really don't want to meet their parents. My wife, horrible housekeeper. Piles of dishes in the sink drives me crazy. Every time I need a fork, it's like playing Jenga. But she is here tonight, and I do appreciate the support. It's good to see her laughing outside the bedroom. We just bought a new bed. $7,000 for a sleep number bed, and I still can't get 69. But I do find now that I'm getting older, my body doesn't react like it used to. I need some help from the little blue pill, a leaf. The other night, my wife wasn't feeling good, so I said to her, you know, honey, sex is the best medicine. She said, you're absolutely right. The problem is, I need long-lasting, you're fast-acting. I'll tell you though, I hate when people clap for no reason or at the wrong time, and they clap when a plane lands. That's all right. They clap when a plane lands, or when a movie ends, or my wife claps every time I leave the house. 2 weeks ago, we went to a wedding. She says, oh look, I think that's my gynecologist. So I go over, I tap him on the shoulder. I said, how you doing, sir? I understand you've also seen my wife's vagina. You're her gynecologist. He said, yes, I have, but I'm your mailman. She's very security conscious. The other night we were in bed, wanted to have sex. She said, well, what's your username? I said, Big Frank. She said, I'm sorry, that ID's vacant. And then she asked my password. I said, my penis? She said, I'm sorry, that password's not long enough. We're at a party. We get out a lot. We were at a party, and this really good-looking guy was flirting with me. Although I wasn't interested, I was very flattered. But I turned to my wife and I said, doesn't it suck that I can get better looking men than you? She's a court reporter, so every argument starts with, you swear to tell the whole truth. And she runs our bedroom like it's a courtroom. When we're gonna have sex, she tells me, all rise. Enter Exhibit A into evidence. When she's finished, she tells me court is adjourned. So the other night I said, I'm gonna initiate sex. So I'm standing at the end of the bed naked. I said, honey, court is in session. I'm going to enter into evidence Exhibit D-I-C-K. She sits up, she says, you know I don't work small claims court. Thank you, everybody.